back to Don't Be Gay in Indiana. I'm your co-host, Dina Glenn, here with
Vivian.
I would like to start this by saying what a year 2020 was. We are just about halfway through 2021 as we sit here.
It is April.
It is April. That's almost half.
It is not, Dina.
It's like 2 months away from
It
half.
is a third. That's the math. It's the fourth month.
I'm gay and can't do math, though.
Okay, fair enough. I'm sorry.
Also, 4 isn't divisible by 12.
Yeah, it is. 12 divided by 4 is 3.
I thought, here was my exact thought. 12 divided by 3 is 4. 4 is not divisible. That was my exact thought.
Okay.
I am here today. And I today taught Vivian about Unus Annus. For those ill-informed, 2 very popular YouTubers, Markiplier and Crank Gameplays, they got together and they said, hey, what if we made a YouTube channel and we posted one video every day for an entire year, and then after a year, we deleted the entire channel and everything related to the channel. And then they did it. From November of 2019 to November of 2020, that was how long you had to experience Unus Annus. I watched every episode. I would get home from school, I would sit down, and I would watch. They were there every day after I was done. Someone here didn't do that, though.
Listen, I watched the first episode where they were
Not even Cooking... You didn't watch Cooking with Sex Toys, the actual first episode. You watched the intro video.
I watched the intro video that was like, this is our concept pitch for Unus Annus. Mm-hmm. And I said, whoa, that sounds cool. And I never watched a single video.
Mm-hmm. So over the last 20 to 40 minutes, I gave Vivian a crash course in Unus Annus.
We got Hank Green. We fucking did a whole thing.
I hate that I got confused from that, because I forget that Hank Green was a part of that, because I just know him from TikTok now.
Oh, it's okay.
Even though, I learned about him from Crash Course. So, I showed you some compilation videos.
Yes.
I gave you context to some of the clips.
Yes, you did.
I showed you some favorite quotes videos.
Yes.
I explained how some people thought there was lore. There really wasn't lore.
No lore.
It was funny to joke at, though.
Mm-hmm.
I offered MatPat's lore explanation, even though, once again, there's literally no lore. Just one of the editors of Unus Annus used to be an editor of MatPat's. So they make this channel. They decide to go with the Latin phrase for 1 year, Unus Annus. And their tagline is "Remember death," again in Latin, "Memento Mori." And so they post a video every day for a year. I watched every video. Vivian didn't watch any of them. And I gave you the crash course.
Yes.
I showed you a bunch of good stuff. You got to hear the disclaimer song. You got to hear "I Just Want to Learn How to Read." You got the Siri Call Us Daddy.
2 Girls, 1 Cup.
Oh yeah, you got to see Mark's reaction to 2 Girls, 1 Cup. Which I then showed the clip of Stewie Griffin and Brian the dog watching 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
A very important part of context for this episode.
I'm sorry, if you put those 2 clips side by side, it is the same goddamn video. If you put Brian showing Stewie 2 Girls, 1 Cup, it's the same as Ethan showing Mark 2 Girls, 1 Cup.
It is pretty fucking similar.
And then after showing you 20 minutes of Unus Annus, I showed you the last 3 minutes of the live stream, where Mark and Ethan are sitting down and Amy comes over and it just goes black.
Yes. It's sad.
It's sad.
I didn't fucking watch it and it's sad.
Yeah, I told you just a few minutes ago. You were here for about 20 minutes. I showed you about 20 minutes of content, and you're almost broken about this.
Yeah. I'm
People were there for a year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel extra bad for people who who like Unis Honest became a hyperfixation of, because like they can't even go and revisit.
They can't. There's nothing there for him now.
So now that we've talked about like some of the more serious stuff involving Unis Honest, I'm going to tell you about some of the aftermath.
Okay.
There were videos uploaded left and right of people's reaction to when the screen went black. There were people talking about how they weren't able to stay up late enough because time zone reasons. I think it was midnight for them. For us in Indiana, it was like, I think it was like 3 a.m.
3 a.m. Jesus.
I know that I fell asleep. I wasn't able to stay up long enough.
Sad.
I know it really broke me. I also worked that day, so I missed at least half of the live stream.
Oh no.
Yeah. And immediately people tried to re-upload what they had, and immediately things got taken down. And you can still find some of the videos that, I'm sure they're trying to take down, whatever. But the funniest thing, in my opinion, that happened, people uploaded Unis Honest videos to Pornhub thinking they would be safe from Mark and Ethan taking them down.
Were they?
Absolutely not.
God damn it! That would be. I thought that was the perfect...
Well, okay. Here's what happened. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong. If I'm wrong, someone please let me know. I'm pretty sure what happened was, like, a few weeks after Unis Honest ended, that was when Pornhub did the sweep where they
purge.
the purge, and so Mark and Ethan didn't even have to do anything. Like Pornhub just took care of it for them.
Great job, Pornhub. You suck.
Well, I mean, in this one, like for that one reason, it was okay, but like everything else kind of blew after that, which whatever. But yeah, what questions do you have about Unis Honest that I hope to answer?
I guess just like... So it was like a big... So like all the content was like a big variety? Like it was all...
You had some videos like... Okay, so you watched the intro video, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the intro video was very serious, and it was like, this is what we want to do. And then the very next video was they went to I'm gonna call it a porn shop. I don't think that's what I want. I don't think that's like the technical name.
Is it like a BDSM store?
It just like sells sex toys and like stuff. And then they went and bought a bunch of sex toys, and then they cooked breakfast with those toys.
Good.
Yes. They went and shopped for a coffin, for Unis and Honest's eventual death.
Pretty nice.
They went to like Walmart and just like bought stuff.
Just bought things.
This one time, they bought a bunch of cardboard cutouts. They had Elastigirl. They had the conductor from
the Polar Express.
Yeah, Polar Express. We got it.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's the best.
Yeah. They had Jesus.
Nice.
They had Will Smith. They had Monkey. They had Abraham Lincoln, or not Abraham Lincoln. The one that got all the bitches. The founding father who got all the bitches. Ben Franklin.
Oh, why is he the one that got the bitches?
Wait, he's the bald one on the 100, right?
He's the bald one on the 100.
Yeah, no, he got bitches.
What?
Do you not know about Ben Franklin's history of getting bitches?
I did not know Ben Franklin's history of getting bitches.
Ben Franklin had a ton of bitches. Yeah, I guess I'll teach you that sometime.
Oh, sweet.
So, I guess be on the lookout for the Ben Franklin Has Bitches episode.
My favorite!
If whenever we do that, you take it and make it into some fucking Hamilton bullshit, I'm gonna kill you.
It's gonna be
fucking theater.
It's gonna
You're
be
such a theater kid.
We're gonna get Alex on that episode.
Oh yeah,
he'll be our special guest star.
Absolutely. Anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Like we're getting like 5 episodes ahead of ourselves. so
that's right, anus time.
they also had so Ben Franklin.
Mhm.
It was like a normal like full size Ben Franklin cardboard cutout, but it also came with like a head. I don't know why. And they had a ketchup bottle cardboard cutout.
Oh fuck!
And so they put the Benjamin Franklin face on the ketchup, and it became Benjamin Ketchup.
Benjamin.
Benjamin Ketchup, kind of a hottie, not gonna lie.
Oh, kind of a hottie.
Kind of a hottie. Might have been a spicy ketchup, you know what I'm saying?
I would fuck Ketchup Franklin.
I hate you.
I know you do.
But yeah, no, it was just whatever they felt like doing. And then, there was a little issue that came up.
Oh no.
You might not have heard of it, okay?
I don't know.
You might not have heard of it. It's a little thing called COVID-19.
Oh, what in the world is that, Tina?
So, that is the disease that launched the entire world into a global pandemic.
A global pandemic? What?
I know,
what?
Crazy.
Let me get off my horse for I don't know what you mean.
So, Unis Honest started in November, and by March, the entire world was in lockdown.
The entire world? Oh, jeez.
Well, maybe not the entire world. I don't know the timeline exactly, but like
I knew it everyone started being affected by it in like March. It was a thing for way longer than that. It was a thing since like December.
Absolutely. But by March the US was in lockdown.
Yes.
And so all of a sudden Unis Honest content had to change.
Oh.
Yeah. And so they still intended, one video a day, every day for a year, delete everything when we're done.
Mm-hmm. And
they stuck by that throughout everything. They would do like a video call, and they would record them doing like themselves doing something on a computer.
Nice.
Those like baby development classes that are in high schools?
Oh yeah.
The robot babies?
Yes, those bitches.
Yeah, they bought robot babies and like filmed independently and like made it a video.
Nice.
They once like made their own wine.
Nice.
Like, it was just a bunch of shit,
Uh-huh.
And they made the best of it. They really did. And then when they could start making videos in person again, they did.
Nice.
And I just realized something.
What's that?
I didn't tell you about the Pea Saga.
The Pea Saga?
The Pea Saga.
The Pea Saga?
Okay,
we had a whole piss talk last episode?
We did have a whole piss talk last episode, and I skipped over the Pea Saga. So, for Vivian and the rest unacquainted, there are 3 Unis Honest videos known as the Pea Saga.
Nice.
So, those, like, straws that you can, like, drink dirty water through and, like, it doesn't kill you?
Yeah, like the Britas things?
No, well, they aren't Brita. I think they're called life straws.
Oh, those!
Yeah, so they were drinking random things, trying to see if the life straw worked.
I see.
And someone jokingly said, what if we drank piss? And then it wasn't a joke all of a sudden.
Oh, god damn it.
So they drank piss through the straw. Then they put piss in Mark and Amy's Brita filter. Once it went through the Brita filter, they drank it. And then they also drank the Brita filtered pee out of the life straw.
Why would you do that?
And they were like, okay, we will never do anything pee related ever again.
Yeah, sure you won't.
And then they were, those like soda making machine things? So they were putting random liquids in that, and someone jokingly said, what if we put pee in it? And then it wasn't a joke anymore, and they drank carbonated piss, but they also drank that through the life straws.
And I'm sure that they were so happy about it. I'm sure that they were fucking pleased.
So then they did this thing where they were like, we're gonna go to the store and buy a random drink, and we're gonna put it into one of those like at-home personal saunas.
Oh, nice.
And so when they did that, the cameraman was like, hey, what if we put piss in the sauna? And they said something along the lines of, God damn it, now we're actually going to have to make a video where we actually piss in here and actually do a piss sauna. And then COVID happened.
Damn it!
And
they never made the piss sauna?
And it was delayed, but they still made the piss sauna.
Of fucking course they did.
That was the first first 5 videos they made when they came back from quarantine.
I'm so glad we never forgot.
Oh, the internet didn't let them forget. Anytime that they uploaded a video and it wasn't the piss sauna, people would like be in the comments, be like, "You fucking cowards! You aren't gonna do the piss sauna, you fuckers!" And they were like, "No, we're gonna do the piss sauna, but we want to be in person to do it."
Yeah.
And so they did the piss sauna.
I'm so proud of them, I think.
It went a little wrong for, I think it was Ethan. Because, like, the way the sauna machine works is it's, like, a little plastic tent that you, like, zip your body into except for your head.
Oh.
And so you pour liquid into this, like, little tank, and the tank gets the liquid hot, and then that puts the steam in the machine, right? And that's how it works.
Oh.
Into, like, the tent. And so when they put piss in there, the piss, instead of steaming, well, it steamed, but it also at the same time kind of like spit boiling piss on Ethan's ankles and feet.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he got boiling piss on his ankles and feet. Yeah, it
was he hospitalized for that?
No, it wasn't like 200 degrees or whatever the fuck boiling, but it was just like really hot piss, you know. So that's the pee saga. And every time they were like, "We're never gonna do this again." And only once did they tell the truth. They were like, the first time they were like, "We can't do it more than this because then it becomes a pattern." And then after the second one, they were like, "We can't do this again because then it becomes a trend." But yeah, so let's continue with your Unis Honest questions and or feelings.
Nice. Well, I mean, the thing that just kind of burns about this,
besides the piss,
which would burn a lot.
Uh-huh.
This is totally something that would have been cool to watch. Is another reason why we should have been friends back in fucking last year. Because you could have held me accountable.
Here's my thing. So I realized that last episode we kind of skipped our entire backstory.
Oh right, that part.
So let's break it down.
Nice.
In the best way we can. So Vivian, would you say that you had to undergo a character arc?
I had a whole ass character arc.
It was a very, very big arc.
There's a lot of character development that happens.
Yes. So, to make the story as short and sweet as possible, I met you in middle school.
Yes.
A long time ago in middle school.
Long time.
We don't like talking about middle school.
Fuck middle school.
Yeah, middle school is just like awful for everyone. And I personally was like, man, that kid seems kind of cool. I want to be friends with that kid.
Thank you.
And it just never lined up.
No.
And then freshman year, like, objectively, you said and did some shitty things.
Yeah.
And I was like, maybe I don't want to be friends with that kid. And honest to God, like, if we went to, like, the same elementary school, or if, like, our friend groups happened to, like, collide, like, we would have been very good friends.
We could have.
But just really the thing that, like, made me go, was junior year, you continuously talked about your daddy issues in our psychology class.
Yes!
Like,
I expunged so much.
So much. That entire class was, like, watching movies and then you talking about your daddy issues. And I'm not really exaggerating. If our teacher from that class ever finds this, I'm very sorry. But, like, this one time we watched, like, movies, like, 2 weeks in a row. Like we watched one movie that was completely irrelevant to the class.
You mean the fucking Clash of the Titans or whatever?
Yeah, we watched some fucking football movie.
Remember the Titans,
yeah. So we watched that movie.
And then we watched Lorenzo's Oil.
Yeah, and then we watched that movie, which, like, that movie kinda had something to do if you were squinting. But we still watched those movies back to back.
It was, like, literally 2 or 3 weeks of watching movies.
Exactly. And she didn't have us, like, fill out a sheet or anything, if I remember correctly. Like, she was just like, well, let's watch some movies, kids.
Yeah.
We might have had to do, like, a journal entry, but whatever.
And remember the Titans, the reason that she did that... I think because someone said some, like, dumb racist shit or something?
Yeah, probably.
I don't remember.
We had, like, this... Okay, the weekend we are recording this, our town actually had a KKK rally.
Yes.
So it doesn't surprise me if some racist shit was said, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, this is the... If you want to say racist shit, may I recommend Indiana?
Yeah. Especially a small town in Indiana. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Great place. Great.
I mean, I don't think that there's a good place to be racist, but, like, if you feel the need to pick a place, like, this works, I guess.
I just mean, like, motherfucker, there's no consequence here.
Literally none.
Like, have you, like, I used to work in food service, and there is this fucking truck that would come by with these two, like, do you see the size of your pride flag over there? Like,
yeah.
Like, fucking... The audience at home won't know how big that is.
Just imagine, like, a normal flag, and if you've never seen, like, a normal flag before, like, I don't know, go to, like, your local public school and, like, find the school's American flag. And that's about the size we're talking.
That's the thing. It's a big flag, and there are like 4 like Trump
I know this truck.
Confederate.
This truck just drives up and down the road all the goddamn time
with the Trump flag, the Confed flag, all of it. Oh my god!
I want to know who pissed in that guy's Cheerios. You know what I mean?
It must have been some fucking rancid piss. He is so fucking... I hate it. I hate it so much.
So let's get back to
Anal.
Our background.
Yeah. Oh wait,
no. We are not talking about Unis Honest right now.
All right, yeah.
But I appreciate you trying to find funny ways to say it.
Yeah.
So I really I was like, kind of weird that this kid only talks about daddy issues, but okay.
I should also point out that was in the, like, 2 or 3 year period of my life where I didn't talk.
Yeah, that's true. Do you want to explain that one?
That's gonna be some shit for a later episode.
Okay. Just know that V didn't talk for 3 years unless it was our psychology class talking about daddy issues.
Yes.
Which, you know.
Yeah.
What a gay thing.
What? That is the gays.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, Viv is in the closet the entire time that I'm speaking about. And then our senior year, we're put together on a project, kind of. I don't remember really what happened to who reaching out to what. But we were put on this project.
Oh, wait, I think that you reached out to me because
okay, I couldn't remember if the teacher reached out or if I reached out. It could have been either or.
It could have been either or. Never mind. I don't remember.
So either I reach out to V or this teacher reaches out to V on behalf of me. And so we worked on a show for the school news where we just like read poetry. And that was the whole thing. Maybe, you know, someday it'll get released, or it's released, but maybe one day we'll link it. Yeah. I don't think that day's anytime soon though.
Probably not ever. My fucking dead name's on that shit.
That's very true. Your dead name is on that shit.
So no.
But
you'll just have to sit here and wonder whatever the fuck it was.
But fuck, what was the thing? Oh, but that project kind of brought us to being friends. And then you came out and I was like, shit, I guess I got a new buddy. And like that was it. That's the us history here.
There was all that foreshadowing too. We were like, we'd have the mermaid conversation.
Oh yeah, no, we had it in like less than a week before you came out to me. We had this long ass conversation about how being a mermaid would be better than being a human person. I've never heard a straight person over the age of like 10 have that conversation. Yeah.
Yes.
In that same mermaid conversation, we talked about how terrible pregnancy is. Like, just the whole human concept of pregnancy is terrible.
There's a lot of that.
A lot. We talk about that pretty often, actually.
Yeah, fuck pregnancy. If you're pregnant, stop.
Yeah, just stop. But anytime we reference the fact that we should have been friends sooner, it's because for all intents and purposes, like, we should have.
We should have. Like, we got some good-ass chemistry.
Yeah.
So,
fucking, I'm the dyslexic one. You can't take my bit.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, no, we haven't been friends all that long, like, all things considered. But yeah, no, we should have been friends sooner so I could have told you to fucking watch Unis Honest. Because it's so fucking good.
It's so fucking good, and now I will never see it again.
Never. I mean, you can sit down and watch compilations.
But that's not the same
And you
thing.
can watch, like, the episodes that are still on YouTube because people are the worst.
They are. I'll fucking go on Vimeo and private it or something.
Some people get really pressed about the fact that people saved all the videos to, like, a hard drive or, like, a flash drive or some shit. Mm-hmm. But they don't re-upload them. It's just, like, for their own personal thing. Which both Mark and Ethan said that they were okay with a handful of times. Mm-hmm. So long as it doesn't get re-uploaded is the point.
I feel like the thing is, if it's like, if you've gone and you've downloaded it to your hard drive
mm-hmm.
and it became a personal, like, I mean, that's like a home video.
Right.
I don't think that's,
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And I personally didn't do that. Just because, I don't know. It wasn't the way I wanted to remember Unis Honest, I guess.
Listen, I know about you, but my computer could not handle 365 days of video.
That too. I don't have a decent computer in the first place.
We are recording on a Chromebook.
Literally the worst type of computer out there.
I don't even think it's a computer. I think it's like
legally, not a computer. The same way Subway's bread isn't legally bread in some countries.
Mm-hmm. Like this is a buff calculator, maybe.
Yeah. It's a calculator that can connect to the internet, and that's it. My phone is better, and my phone is actual garbage.
It is. Yes.
You know what? You don't have room to talk. You fucking use Apple.
What is your problem? Okay, look.
Am I wrong?
I'll give you Apple's bullshit.
Apple is garbage.
But I don't know. I've had it my entire existence. Look, Apple Arcade had Shantae and the Seven Sirens as an exclusive for 3 months, and that makes it better.
Shantae, you fucking gay.
I know I'm fucking gay, DS.
I'm gonna bully you.
If you play here's my chance to plug Shantae and the Seven Sirens. Play it. It's like Hollow Knight, but even still good. Hollow Knight's not bad, but I like this more. Fuck.
We're gonna have an episode all about indie games because we're fucking garbage people.
We will.
Do you have any other Unis Honest comments, questions, concerns?
Really, just it seems like it was such a wonderful experience.
It was. It was just weird, you know?
Yeah.
And I feel like that's something you expect out of those two creators.
Like the thing is, as sad as I am that I never got to experience it myself, I'm glad that it had this that I kind of can't. I'm glad that it almost increases its value.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's something that people had together. It's fucking...
It was a thing, you know?
Right. Like, it was special.
You know when, like, someone's telling a story and you get there halfway through and you're like, oh, what are you guys talking about? And they're like, you had to be there. And you're like, oh, fucking go step on a Lego. You know?
Yeah. But this you really
genuinely,
did.
You had to be there. You have no other option. Like, I can sit here and I can tell you all about Unis Honest. I can tell you about the pickle video. Oh, the pickle video is one of my favorites.
Great.
The butter churning video, work of art.
I mean, it's like he was saying, like, at the end of the day, it's just content.
Yeah,
it's
just content.
But
that's another thing that I had you watch, is I had you watch Mark's stance on Unis Honest reuploaders. It's like a 3-minute video, and it's just him being like, we will take down your video. Mm-hmm. We will fight tooth and nail to take down your video.
Yes, and your channel will get the whole spabang.
Right.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I hate to make this, like, even sadder, okay?
Even sadder?
So,
it's pretty sad already.
So, Unis Honest, at its core, was two guys bullshitting and having fun. Mm-hmm. And after Unis Honest ended, just a few months ago, I mean, it feels... When that year mark hits, I don't think I'm gonna believe it, but whatever. So after Unis Honest ended, I was like, what are 2 other guys I can watch be stupid?
Mm-hmm.
And I, unfortunately, landed on Game Grumps.
I thought I thought this was going.
And now I don't have anything anymore.
Do we want to talk a bit about what happened a bit before this episode, or?
Yeah, I think we should. Just for in case anything crazy happens in the next few weeks before we release this video. It is currently Friday, April the 2nd of 2021.
Mm-hmm.
It is like 4 p.m.
4:32 p.m.
4:32 p.m. to be super exact. We are going to be speaking with the information we currently know. If anything crazy happens after this, please don't come for my ass.
Mm-hmm.
Either of our asses.
Or okay. Just one combined ass.
Yeah, just the ass of the show. Don't come after it. So.
We need to create a mascot for DBGI with just a fat ass.
Just a fucking Clone High, JFK's ass.
Yes!
That's what I want for our mascot.
Our mascot's gonna be a JFK edit.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Not to completely derail this serious conversation we're about to have. Okay. Fucking, I don't know if I can say it out loud.
Speak. Pull it out from your jugular and just...
Miku Binder JFK.
Miku Binder JFK! Miku Binder JFK! Okay.
Miku Binder JFK.
Mascot.
That's our mascot.
Okay, new commission for Alex. Miku Binder JFK.
Absolutely.
Make it happen. Fuck the channel art. Mm-hmm. That's gonna be everything now. It will be on our Twitter handle. It will be on the banners.
Yes.
It will be... It'll be... If we ever do streams, that'll be like all the emotes. Yes. It'll be all the emotes will be JFK Miku Binder.
Oh, God, I hate myself and what I've created.
I hate myself, too.
Alright, so anyway, serious conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is how I understand the situation. You are free to interject however you wish if I am wrong or you have something to add. So, after, JonTron, that's his name?
Yeah, JonTron, after he left Game Grumps.
After he leaves Game Grumps, a group forms on Reddit that, very specifically just hates, Dan. And...
Daniel Avidan.
Yeah.
Of Ninja Sex Party fame.
And so that is the main, thing that group does. And on that group, someone's like, hey, Dan groomed me. Oh no, he groomed me. And so, the entire internet does its internet thing, which, fair. Thank you for trying your best, internet. Mm-hmm. And then after, radio silence for, 3 or 4 days, mm-hmm. We get a statement from Dan from a kind of sketchy news website.
It's like Game Jolt or something?
It wasn't Game Jolt. It was that's the fucking where all the fan-made FNAF games came from.
Oh, you're right.
But it was something like that.
It's something game adjective.
Yeah. So fucking we get that one statement from a sketchy website. No one... the Game Grumps Twitter is silent, Aaron is silent, Ninja Sex Party Twitter is silent, just no one says anything. And then, a week goes by or whatever, and the person who made the original post was like, okay, he didn't groom me, we met, once when I was 17, he said hi, and then when I was, 22, we started talking, we had sex, once, and then he ghosted me. And I think you put it best, and I've said this a trillion times to a trillion people. You said, at worst, he's a pedophile, and at best, he's just a creep.
And, we know he's not a pedophile now.
Right, which, thanks, that's, the bare minimum. Mm-hmm. That's literally, the bar is on the floor.
And, you can argue this way or that if he's a groomer or not, but keep in mind, Dan is, literally over 40.
Yeah.
And he is also, in a position of, there's an extreme power.
Oh, absolutely.
That's what really ruins it for me.
Right.
And, no matter what, giving someone like the groupie treatment is what people are calling it,
Yeah.
which is fucking shitty.
Right.
But like fucking a fan and then ghosting them
Right.
is shitty behavior,
Hear,
and we
hear
should
me
not.
out. Fucking a fan, period, is shady behavior.
It is very shady.
Like, if you guys happen to meet because like they're a fan of you or whatever, and like, oh, their sparks hit off, whatever. But like, hey, maybe don't like immediately fuck them because that's how bad things happen.
Like, this was pretty explicitly like a one night stand. Like, he did
right,
not
literally.
like, so I don't know.
I
Just
mean,
super
yeah.
comes off.
And a bunch of people were like, yeah, one night standed him. I'm not sure if this is 110% accurate, but I've heard it from a few different people that I guess when they went on tour, fucking Aaron had to be like, okay, dude, like you cannot bring any chicks on the bus, like any more chicks on the bus. No, like it's getting too much. And so basically, we're at our best case scenario where he's just kind of being the worst. And that sucks that he's being the worst. However, I don't think that there's an excuse here.
I don't. Like, the thing is, just, it completely sours my image of him.
Right.
Like, I cannot look at Dan anymore and feel like he has a strong sense of morality. Because, look, I don't know about you, but personally, I don't think I'd ever want that to happen if I was in a position of like. And I'm honestly, what makes me super fucking upset about it is there was never an official statement on social media. There was
never a statement.
Like, there was a statement on fucking Game whatever.
We talked about this, okay? It is so easy to make a statement the second something happens. Like, it doesn't even have to be, like, a real, like, statement. You can just be like, hey, you know, we heard about the allegations against our friend Dan. We want to say that we are doing an internal investigation. We are going to figure out the truth, and as soon as we figure it out, we will let you know. We do not stand by any of the things he has allegedly done, and we sincerely hope that our friend has not made these mistakes. Like, that's all you need.
That was so easy. You came up with that, like, right on the spot.
I pulled it out of my ass. And here's the thing. Say that the second something happens, and then in like a week or two, whatever, you can be like, hey, this is the update on the situation, and like make a bullshit like twit longer and be like, and if you don't give a shit, you can be like, and you know, we're choosing to let him stay on the team or whatever. And
like, just make like, here you can just make like a 2-minute video that's like, here's the receipts, whatever,
right,
fuck off,
like whatever works for you in your situation.
Like, I just don't think it's hard to communicate openly,
right
like, it's the same.
Okay, Pro Jared, that's that bad dick pic guy, right?
A bad dick pic guy, yeah.
Real just quick before I go into like my statement here. One of my friends doesn't know anything about the internet. Like she just never took the time to like give a shit about the internet, and so she only knows Pro Jared as the guy with the really bad dick pic. And honestly, like, I don't think it's so bad. What angle is that? Why? He has like 12 chins. What is attractive about any of that picture?
I don't like how like you. Like, the focal point of the shot is his fucking upper thigh, like, not the sexy part, but like the fucking this.
Yeah. Okay, God. Anyway, but like, I don't know, when I think of like one of a YouTuber's friend doing something bad, I think of right after the whole Pro Jared situation happened, when Peanut Butter Gamer immediately like made a statement, and I don't remember if it was against or for him. I think it was being like, Jared would never do that, and it was like this whole thing.
Yeah, that was like,
and then like not like however long later, it wasn't that, it was like maybe a day later, he was like, hey, I'm really sorry, I was trying to defend my longtime friend, but he fucked up. Right. I'm sorry for defending that. I don't stand by what he did. I was just trying to protect my friend, and I just didn't have the right information. And I honestly think I respect that more than silence.
I respect it a whole lot more.
I think being like, that's one of my good friends, fuck you, is way more important than,
I mean, to me, that's like a human response almost.
Right. Like okay, if you hear something shitty about your best friend, your first instinct is to be like, no, fuck you, you're just being a dick. And then, like, you go and talk to your friend and you're like, hey man, like, did I just, like, make an ass of myself? And hopefully your friend tells you the truth and it's like, yeah, you made an ass of yourself, I'm sorry, dude.
I mean, the whole thing about the Pro Jared situation too is, like, a lot of the allegations were also that he had been, like, manipulating the narrative with his wife.
Yeah.
So there had been a lot of, like, misinformation that had happened in his producer.
So fucking much happened all at once for him.
Like, it's so much of a complicated situation. We are not...
Okay, it was... His wife was like, he's the worst. Like, people who either are, like, at the time were children or had just finished being children were like, hey, bad news about Pro Jared. You had like, not children be like, bad news about Pro Jared. And it was just, everything was against him.
And it happened all at once.
It was so fast. I never watched the guy, but his, like, everything just crumbled. In a matter of, like, hours.
Yes.
His career, his life was over. And it's crazy how that can happen. And I'm gonna say this right here and now. If either of us do anything, someone needs to play this back for us. Just so they're like, you're fucking stupid. You are fucking idiots.
Mm-hmm. Also, deplatform us. Do that.
Absolutely.
Deplatform us. Stop watching us. We're the worst.
Also, take that audio clip as well, where I'm like, absolutely do that. Fuck it. If either of us ever do anything fucked up, first of all, whoever didn't do something fucked up is gonna kill the other one. Mm-hmm. Second of all, just use that clip until the day we're dead.
What we should do, actually, what you should do, hack our Twitter, delete everything, and make just that clip of us saying, "Don't ever watch our shit." Make that the front, like, pinned tweet.
Exactly, pinned tweet. Only if we do, don't hack our shit unless we actually do something.
Oh yeah,
up, though.
Don't pull a Scott on us.
Please don't hack us unless we're the worst.
Are we the worst, Dina?
I don't think so. I don't.
So.
I hope we're not the worst.
I hope we're not the worst.
I don't know. I've never looked at a child or anything, so I hope we're fine.
I've never looked at a child either.
Nice.
Man.
The bare minimum.
Whoa, that was
the bare minimum.
Bare minimum. We're not pedophiles. Yay!
What a terrible thing that we have to yay on. Like, what a terrible thing to yay on.
We're not internet celebrities, Hollywood celebrities, musical artists, politicians. Yay!
Real quick, just to finish off the whole Game Grumps conversation. Mm-hmm. I never listened to Dan's music, but you did.
I listened to quite a lot of it, yes.
And you enlightened me on some of how it's really kind of super creepy.
6969.
How about you enlighten everyone else real quick?
All right, so Ninja Sex Party's entire, like,
thing?
Their entire thing is sex. Like, that's the whole...
It's in the name.
It's in the name. The whole backstory is that, like, I guess Dan and Brian's the other member. They were bouncing around. What are the 3 most awesome things? Ninja, sex, and parties.
I mean, that's not a bad list, if we're being honest.
Not a bad list. But it's the problem comes from the music itself.
Right.
So, the example I gave to Dina was 6969, which is written in tribute to Rush's 2121. Mm-hmm. And in this song, Danny Sexbang, which is the name of Dan's stage alias, he and Brian go into the future, to the year 6969, and they more or less pull a 1984, in that they take a woman off the street, have sex with her, have an orgy, actually, kill the fucking overlords with the power of sex or something.
Okay.
And then the end of this music video is spookily similar to the incident, wherein he's like, all right, what's your name? Fucking Tasha? All right, Tanya, I'll fucking see you later, maybe. And then he just goes.
Great. Yeah. I love that.
It's great. Like,
I watched like 2 minutes of this video. It's like a fucking 10-minute video. I was like, that's ridiculous. And it just made me uncomfortable. And what I said was, you know, when I think of like comedy music, I think of like Bo Burnham and people like that. I'm going to use the same example here that I used in our previous conversation. When I think of a comedy song music adjacent thing that has to do with objectifying women in any way, I do think of the poem Sluts by Bo Burnham.
Yeah.
But by the end of that poem, he admits that the reason that he is calling the women in this poem a slut, and calling them all these mean things, is because he fell in love with this woman and she broke his heart. And so, in order to better deal with his emotions, he's calling her all these mean names to distance himself. Which is something I feel like you see happen quite often in real life, where people get their heart broken and they say mean, terrible things about the person rather than dealing with their own feelings on the situation. Because sometimes that's just easier.
See, the thing that's great about Bo Burnham's song and his music is that the joke isn't that he's like a sex god and that this woman is a sexual object.
The joke is that he was hurt.
And like and you don't laugh at the fact that this woman's a sexual object. Like, he's not deifying this. Yeah. He is not the hero. It is explicitly a bad thing.
Yeah, it's...
Whereas in all of Ninja Sex Party's content, Danny is unironically, straight-faced the hero.
Yes.
And it is... And, like, you can argue about, like, the meta text, but in the text itself, in the fiction, in the content, he is the hero, and this behavior is... He's
literally a superhero, isn't he? Isn't Danny Sexbang, the character, a superhero?
He is a sex superhero. That's how it's been described.
Okay. Because like I've just like seen photos and like heard a few clips here and there. Like, I've never like sat down and like cared.
That's okay.
Probably a good thing I didn't sit down and care, but... I also kind of think of like Filthy Frank and the Pink Guy music a little bit. I listen to a lot of Pink Guy. And most of it, regardless of how like vulgar it is, does have like some kind of commentary. Like Nickelodeon Girls, for instance. The entire song, if you're just like surface valuing it, he just wants to either fuck or masturbate to the women who played different characters over the years on Nickelodeon shows, specifically shows made by
Dan
Schneider. But if you like look at it and like fucking break it down,
it's a commentary on how Dan Schneider is a fucking creep.
Yeah. And like in the song, he even like he says, the women I've sexualized are all however old, like they're all over whatever the fuck, are all in their 20s and 30s is what he says. And I don't none of them were that old when they were on the shows. But I'm sure like if Dan Schneider was making commentary like on something and like he said something creepy about any of those girls right now today, he'd be like, well, they're adults now. It doesn't matter. They're adults now. And I'm talking about them now, regardless of how true that is. On the lighter subject, how many people do you think gained a foot fetish from Dan Schneider's content?
All of them. All of them. Motherfucker.
That man didn't even try to hide it.
He did not
didn't.
try and
He
hide
didn't.
it. It was a plot point in some episodes.
Yeah!
I remember
Yeah!
the Victorious episode where they were like, here, let's stick our feet in the fucking fish water.
Yeah, no, I remember that too.
And they'll fucking eat our dead skin.
That was like one of the like first few episodes too.
It was.
I actually don't know if that's true, but that's how I remember it.
I remember that is one of the most distinctive episodes. I fucking
Mm-hmm.
and like there are all the fucking shots of the
Yeah. And I can too many episodes of iCarly opened with them doing something wacky with their feet.
Watch us pour ketchup on our feet.
Right, pork and beans on our feet. Why? What was the point of that?
I feel sick just talking about this, to be honest. Anyways, next time on DBGI podcast. I'm glad we have a very focused conversation about Uncle Anal.
Uncle Anal. I feel like that like flowed pretty. It made sense. Like
this is like a 2-in-1.
Yeah,
it's like the Oracle game. The Oracle of Ages was Venus Anus.
Yeah.
And Oracle of Seasons was Dan being a bitch. You know.
Which one was your favorite? Oracle of Ages or Seasons? Like actually, the game's not this conversation.
I prefer Ages.
Okay.
I like the puzzles.
I just like different seasons.
The seasons are cool.
I remember playing in the snow with the kids, and they were like, "This snow sucks ass." And then I made it summer for them, and they were like, "This heat sucks ass." And then I made it like fall or whatever, and they were like, "I have to wear a coat because my mom said so, and I don't like it. This sucks ass." And I made it spring, and they were like, "It's rainy. This sucks ass." And I was like, "You kids, I hate you,
children." See, use that clip too. We hate children.
Don't use that. I have nieces and nephews. Don't use that clip.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Sorry, Dina's nieces and nephews who are watching DBGI pod. Why do I keep saying watching? This is a podcast.
Here's my thing. It's fine if they watch this. But they're literally like active children right now. Like they're like under the ages of like 6. So maybe in like 10 years they can watch this.
Oh, great! They'll see the DBGI archives.
Yep.
DBGI.
I'll be like internet famous by then. They'll be like, "How'd this happen, Aunt Dina?" And I'll be like, "Man, let me show you something."
You'll be on the fucking foot of a ferret, and they'll be like, "Hey, fucking look at Dina Glenn's fucking internet history. Starting out as a small podcast channel with this stuff."
No. If we're starting at my internet history, we're starting with the school news.
Oh God, you're right.
Which I will literally probably never plug. That's not fucking happening. I actively hate everything about that.
School news. Plug the school news, Dina.
No.
At least plug...
that reveals our location.
Okay, fair enough.
See. Now you're against school news being published.
I was against it because of Popo.
Popo?
Pocharg.
Oh! You can't do this to me. I'm stupid.
But now they won't know the name even.
Hear me out. We download those episodes and just like censor your name.
We just edit them to shit.
we YouTube poop our own content.
You know what? I've said this before. The school news is the most YouTube poopable thing in the world.
Is.
Especially the
any school news. Especially deep thoughts.
Deep thoughts grinds my gears.
Oh yes, grinds my gears. No one's ever going to have context to these sentences. Well, I mean, people that we know will, but that's about it.
Yes. Don't dox us, people we know.
There's one person I'm thinking of who I just know would jokingly be like, "I'm gonna do it," and just like fuck with us. She would never. She's great, but
no, she's great. I don't even know who you're talking about.
I mean, you know who I'm talking about, but I haven't said anything that indicates.
Oh, right. Okay.
The friend of ours who's like definitely a pink-haired liberal. Like the trademark pink-haired liberal that we are friends with.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, no.
They're cool.
Yeah, no. Definitely would be like, "I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm gonna do it," and then like just fucking with us though.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyways, good episode.
All right. Plug the Twitter, V.
Yay.
Do your thing.
Go and follow us on Twitter at DBGI_podcast. Follow Dina at faded
underscore DG. I'm not confident in that, but it's something along those lines.
It's linked on DBGI.
Yeah, anyway. you can find me anywhere under faded.dg. There might be an underscore there. There might not be. Instagram, I'm like that. Fucking TikTok, I'm like that. If you want to see me be stupid, I have TikTok, so you can do that. Twitter, though, that's the thing we're focusing on right now. What's your Twitter?
It's at Vivian is Sleepy. I also have an Instagram and TikTok, but I don't make content for
Very
those.
true.
I only make content, and I use content with a very big grain of salt on my Twitter.
You don't like content that shows you.
No, so everything needs to be either dumb Super Mario 64 gameplay or fucking just retweets to hell.
Retweets to hell. I think that's where we'll leave it. We will see you next time. This has been an exceptionally long episode of Don't Be Gay in Indiana.
Yeah.